Our firearms training program is based on a truism that is absolutely undeniable, and that is simply this: simple things must precede advanced things. A comes before B. 1 comes before 2. And we must learn to walk before we can run. Now, this same concept also applies to firearms training. To that end, we have designed our firearms training program around a series of challenges. Now, these challenges are unique. They simply take a shooter and add one layer of proficiency upon another. And as they can master one, they can go to the next layer, and the next layer, and the next layer. And so we build proficiency one step at a time. A before B, B before C, etc. We have our basic challenges. Now, our basic challenges are all about basic firearm shooting fundamentals: safety, grip, sight alignment, recoil control, all of those things that form a good foundation for a shooter. And when a shooter can master that, then he can move to our next level. Now, our next level of challenges are our dynamic movement challenges. In these challenges, the target is randomly moving to different places in and around the range. And as the target moves, the shooter moves so that he stays directly in front of the target. At our basic level, when the target stops, the shooter stops also, drives out, and engages the target. As we get a little more advanced in our dynamic challenges, the target moves randomly, but now at a faster pace, and the shooter still moves with it, but now, while the target is moving and while the shooter is moving, the shooter draws out and engages the target. Again, while the shooter's on the move and while the target is on the move. When a shooter can master these dynamic movement challenges, he can add another layer of proficiency and move up to our tactical challenges. Now, our tactical challenges are designed to put a shooter in a situation that simulates a real-world gunfight. There will be items in and around the range that the shooter can use for cover. There will also be items in and around the range that the target can move behind, providing cover for the target. There will also be other things to consider. There may be other moving targets going through the range, but these moving targets aren't bad guys. They're good guys. Because in a real fight, you have to keep track of who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. And so we do that. Now, we have a number of tactical challenges. In our first challenge, there are basic things that the shooter must do. The shooter has to consider his workspace. Now, workspace is important because if I do my reloads and things down here, I can no longer see my environment, which means I can no longer see the bad guy. So we do these things in our workspace. And the shooter will have to start doing things like tactical reloads. They will have to start doing things like correct use of cover, search and assess, checking your SICs to make sure that things are safe, a number of different things. And as they advance up through our level 3 challenges, our tactical challenges, they will be introduced to things like tactical communications, where they are actually having to communicate as if they were working with a team. They will have to clear rooms. They will have to deal with close quarters shooting. They will have to deal with supine shooting, shooting from the prone position, shooting from urban prone, a number of different things. And again, these happen over time. It's not all thrown into shooter at one time, but layer upon layer, the shooter becomes more proficient, more able to handle the demands of a real gunfight. After our tactical challenges, we offer what we call disadvantage challenges. These are challenges that are designed to test a shooter's ability to engage a target when he is at a disadvantage. We have a strong hand only challenge where only the strong hand can be used to manipulate the gun. This includes everything: loading, reloading, everything that they have to do, manipulating the slide, etc. We have weak hand only. We have no sights, where we actually tape up the rear sight so the shooter can only engage the target via point shooting. And the truth is, most crimes happen after dark, and most gun sights cannot be seen after dark. So that's what we're working on, is we're getting the shooter to where he can use his pistol without benefit of sights and still do so effectively. There's a number of other things that we do that are all based on disadvantage shooting. After that, we have our warrior challenges. Now, our warrior challenges are pretty darn tough. The target starts out at a given speed and a given difficulty, and as the target moves through the 50 moves that it will make, it progressively becomes more and more and more aggressive. During these warrior challenges, the shooter is going to have to shoot first a pistol, then a carbine, and then he will go out onto the range with both carbine and pistol. And that reminds me, we offer challenges in pistol. We offer, in fact, all of our challenges are offered in pistol. They're offered in carbine. They're offered in two-gun, where the shooter is actually carrying two. And then we also offer all of these same courses again, but instead of a single operator, it's double operator. So there's two people on the range working in concert, working together to engage and control the target. We have double operator pistol, double operator carbine, and double operator two-gun. Again, I want to point out that regardless of who you are, regardless of your history, regardless of your experience, regardless of your abilities, if you are a tactical operator with a world of experience, or if you are a first-time gun owner who is yet to pull the trigger, you can come to a DallyPost shooting event, and we will start you at a level where you can succeed, and we will advance you as you are able to advance. So there's a place for everyone. We invite you to come join us.